Hello, it's Hello Interloper, and you can just imagine how much fun it is recording the exact same 20-minute video 3 times in a row. But that's what happens when you don't have your current laptop. My laptop is currently sent in for repairs. I have an HP laptop, which really, surprisingly, has been way, way more durable than my Alienware laptop, which I'm actually using now. My Alienware laptop is a piece of crap, mostly because it's now made by Dell, and yeah, I don't trust Dell at all. But anyway, the fan and the webcam don't work. The webcam doesn't let any lights in, and the fan overheats because it's stupid. So yeah. This is the third time having to record this. I don't know why. The last time I recorded it did not have audio, so if you saw that and were wondering, oh, where's the audio? I have no idea where it went. So I gotta record this all over again. Also, I gotta apologize for the lack of videos. Not only has there been school, but then there's been Hurricane Sandy, which took out our power for 3 days, our internet for 4 days. It's been a barrel full of fun. Let's just put it at that. So, the latest news in Rage Bahamut is that the fairy event is finally over. I did not get my Hecate because I did not log in every day and take part because I just don't have time for that anymore. School's getting pretty extreme, especially yesterday. I had a double bio exam. Can you imagine 3 hours of biology exams? Just a ton of fun, but that's what happens when Hurricane Sandy delays everything. Gotta have it all in one day. So, yeah, I didn't get to play Rage of Bahamut that much recently, but I do know enough about this event to explain to you what's going on. The Manor of Illusions is the Halloween event, and surprisingly, it will be going on for a very long time. It goes up until November 18th, which, I gotta say, is pretty annoying. Cygames just loves to milk events as much as possible. But, so, it's a little bit similar to an event from Legend of the Cryptids. I don't know if any of you play it, and I actually will be having a preview of that soon on my channel in my Alternatives to Rage of Bahamut segment. But either way, just to let you guys know, it is similar to that event in the sense that you go through the quests and your ranking depends on the amount of pumpkin cookies you find. You find pumpkin cookies randomly when you're doing a quest, and there's also a few other features. You can get treasure series, you get rare cards, which are actually high rare cards, but they're, the pretend high rares in the sense that their stats are nowhere near what high rare should be when fully evolved. And also there are paths to choose. As you are playing and going through the quests, you will come to a fork in the road, or many forks in the road. So you have to choose, go left, go right, go to the middle path, whatever. Only one of these paths is going to be correct, and if you choose the wrong one, you have to do the last quest all over again. So it's not exactly that bad in the beginning when, doing a quest takes, 6 energy or something. But when you're in the much later quests, you really don't want to spend 100 plus energy to do a quest all over again and choose the right path. So, what's really recommended is for you to talk to your order members. Make sure that you guys tell each other which path is the right path, because it's the same for everybody. So, together through teamwork, you can get through this a lot better. And then, of course, the pumpkin cookies helps you get ranking awards. Sorry, I have to flip through the different wikis here, but not every wiki has all of the information. I don't know why they don't collaborate. Guess they're money hungry. But anyway, there are some new cards that have been introduced with this quest and that you can get through this quest. There's Pumpkin Girl, Pumpkin Boy. Forgot the name of this one, and it's currently not showing me a tooltip. Oh, there we go. Halloween Girl. Sexy Halloween Witch, I guess. Pumpkin Night, and Trick or Treat. So these are normals. These are high normals. The treasure cards that you get from collecting treasures are Pumpkin Shaman, Pumpkin Dryad, I don't know how the heck to say that, and Pumpkin Lilith. So these are all normal cards that have a Halloween alternative, and unfortunately I don't think the stats are currently up. I can check. Are they up? Yes, actually they are up. So I'm going to quickly show you Pumpkin Lilith. And actually they do not have the max stats. So that's a little bit of a mystery at the moment. But as consistent as Rage Bahamut's events are, it's safe to say that these are not good high rares. They're kind of just high rares for looks. So anyway, aside from that, there's also 2 different rares that you can get. There's Pumpkin King and Jack-o'-lantern. This is Jack-o'-lantern, that's Pumpkin King. You get them from 50 bosses slain and 100 bosses slain. So that's another little prize you get here. And not exactly the best prizes, but it's the individual rankings where you can get the really good stuff. So there are a few new cards, such as Muse. Muse is going to be the SS rare prize for rank 1 to 800. So if you can see here, it's got some pretty great stats. It's a good defense card. It has Weaving Dance, which is massive hit to foes attack all. So it's a pretty good defense card. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be extremely expensive. Then from 801 to 2,999, you'll get Kate Sith. It actually seems to change breeds as it evolves, but it has Cat Kingdom, which is a great boost to attack all. And if you can see here, it has a pretty nice attack in its evolutions. So, then let's look at the other things. One thing that you probably should know is that, like most events, if you get all the treasure series and quest 100 completion, you get one of those S rares that aren't really S rares. And I say they aren't really S rares because their stats are not that great. So it's Saccharine, which I really have no idea how to say that. That's one problem about this game. And if you see over here, its stats aren't really impressive, but it is pretty good for somebody who's building a demons deck and just wants a fancy card. So let's go back to the individual pumpkin cookie rewards. You can get some pretty nice things even if you don't participate too much in this event. Even if you get from 40,001 to 80,000, you get Holy Powder times 6 and a Legend Claim ticket. And when you go a little bit higher, you can get an H rare, high rare, and up claim ticket and normal claim tickets. 10,000 to 20,000 gives you 1 high rare and up card ticket and 10 holy powder and 3 claim tickets for normal legend card pack. So even if you don't participate a lot and don't use a lot of cure water, you can still get something that's pretty good. You just have to make sure that you log in every day and continue your questing. So then there's the order pumpkin cookie rewards, which aren't really that spectacular. Though if you do rank from 1 to 50, you do get a high rare and up claim ticket. 51 to 100 also gets those claim tickets, but they don't get Saccharine Witch. It's kind of funny because the 51 to 100 seems a little bit better than the top one. Not exactly sure why that is. Even if you get 100 to 200, you still get the high rare and up claim ticket. So work together with your order, tell each other which paths are the right ones, wrong ones, so on and so forth, and you can get, some pretty good prizes. I wouldn't exactly recommend going all out on this event because it's not that spectacular. Honestly, a lot of these events, especially because they go over such a large duration, they're really just a money sink and a marketing ploy by Rage Bahamut. So just get what you can by not spending any money, and you can just increase your wealth that way. So, there's also some new cards that have come out. There's the Dragon Newt Princess, which is a new Demons high rare. As you can see, it's got a pretty nice attack. That's fairly high. And it has a skill called Dragonica Blood, which is big boost to attack all. So finally, demons get something like that. And there's some new things. There's Endymion, which is a little sketchy if you ask me. Sleeping little boy. A little weird. But it has big hit to foes, gods, attack, and defense. And the evolution data is up. It's pretty even. It's like, I say it's like an improved Odysseus. It's got pretty good attack, pretty good defense. I guess it can be pretty much used as either card if you're building up your deck, but yeah, it's either one because it's attack and defense. So it's an interesting card, not the best. And then another hard to pronounce one, Zwanwu. I don't know how to speak Chinese. My boyfriend would probably be able to pronounce that correctly. But it has big boosted defense. It's God's card, and as you can see, it's got quite a nice final defense. So this is definitely a card to look into if you're trying to build a nice God's defense. Sorry, stumbled a little bit there. And then there is Nekomata, which is another Demon's high rare. Looks like Demons are getting quite a lot of attention lately. And it has big hit to foe's man's attack. Oops, sorry, defense. And as you can see here, it's got quite a nice final attack. So, if you're trying to build up an attack deck, might be worth looking into. Also, there's a new stamp login bonus sort of thing. And is this one? No. Where is it? It's September. They don't have the current information, but basically you do get a legend claim ticket at the what is it? The 5-day mark and the 10-day mark, something like that. Either way, just log in. You can see it for yourself. Sorry for not being a little more detailed. So now onto the question and answer session. That's my tabs. I was fixing the other upload, but it looks like it doesn't even matter because there's no audio for it. So basically what I wanted to say is that in the recent current events and question session videos, as you can see, there is a little thing that you can press here to submit questions. Oh gosh, stupid ads. Let me pause that. Thank you. And oh my goodness, what did I do? There we go. Okay, so recently I've been getting tons of comments on my videos. I have a total of maybe around 1,500 comments on all my videos combined. I do not have enough time to look through all of them. So please, if you have a question, please submit them through this link here. It is not anything malicious, I assure you. It's just Google spreadsheet. So you submit the question, Elmer's glue, and you type in your question. It says, have a question about Rob that you want answered in my next video, submit them here, ask your question. You can leave this blank if you don't want to share your name, because I can give you a shout out if you want, and then you click submit. So I could just write blah, 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 here, click submit, and over here, submit a question, your response has been recorded. And all it really does is sends the question to a spreadsheet on Google Docs. So it's nothing malicious, you don't need an email, you don't need a Google account even, you just need to go to that little link and send in a question. So with that said, I do have a few questions that have come in. One of them is about evolution. Now, evolution, I will show you a little demonstration here. Evolution is a little bit complicated because there are many different ways how to evolve a card. This will be a little bit rough, so please bear with me. But in general, you have two first evolutions. You evolve them together into a second evolution. You add on a 1, evolve those together, you get a 3, add on a 1, and you get the fourth and final evolution. So let's say that you did this evolution tree and you enhanced the last evolution. This would be called a 4-1 evolution. And the reason behind that is because you have evolved 4 different cards. Here's 1 card, 2 card, 3 card, 4 card. So it's a 4-card evolution, and you have enhanced 1 card, so it's a 4-1. Now let's get into something a little more complicated. I will display a 6-7, which is my personal favorite evolution of choice because it's pretty good for conserving a little bit of money and is pretty strong. So here we go. You'd have a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1. Evolve these together. You get a 2 and a 2. That's kind of a rough 2, but whatever. Then you add a 1 and a 1. And so you have a 3 and a 3, and then you evolve the 3's together and you get a 4. Now, as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. So this is a 6. And 7, as in you enhance this card, this card, this card, this card, this card, this card, and this card. So that'd be a 6, 7. Now, you might be wondering, why do you have to enhance the cards? Why do you need more cards? The whole process, basically, is just to get high stats on your final evolution. Now, one thing that you need to know is when you evolve 2 unmaxed cards, 5% of the stats from each card go into the next evolution. When they are fully maxed, however, like these two, 10% go in from each into the next evolution. So when you have 10% of 2 3s, that's a lot better than a 3 and a 1, or a 3 and a 3 that are unmaxed. So it's a little bit complicated, but simply put, the more maxed cards you have, the higher the final stats will be, and also adding on more cards can amount to more stats. So, I will display here. See here, I did not max these. I'm kind of using the wrong color here, but either way, I did not max these first ones, and that's because the stat increase for these first evolutions is so low. This barely affects this at all. If you really want to know how much of an effect enhancing these are, it's 0.14%. So if you want a 0.14 increase of your stats, go ahead and max these lower tier evolutions, but really it's not worth it. Enhancing these will probably cost a lot of feeders, so save the feeders, have it be 0.14% less. So anyway, I will now show you a little bit here. I'll show you a graph of different evolutions. So as you can see, I use this a lot when demonstrating certain things. You can see here, it shows the percent of potential. The maximum amount of cards and enhancements that you can fit into an evolution is 815. Of course, this is with a standard 4 evolution card. It does not count with the 5 evolution cards, which, as far as I know, don't exist at the moment. But either way, as you can see here, it shows the max potential, and I can show you here 611 and 67. The difference is 0.14%, which really isn't that big of a deal, unless you want to, enhance 4 extra cards and waste all your feeders. But some people are extremely picky about that, so watch out. Some people will pay a lot more for a 611 than a 67 for no reason at all, but for personal uses, I like using the 67. But one thing to keep in mind is the more cards does not mean the higher stats. The enhancements count a lot too. As you can see here, we have a 5-9, and a 5-9 is 98.5% of the maximum stats when you use 815. Now, a 6-3, which is 6 cards, 3 enhancements, is 97.82. In other words, even though this has less cards, it has more enhancements, and therefore has a higher percent potential. Now, a 6-3 is 97.82, and a 6-7 is 99.48. That's a pretty big jump. So, in other words, 6-7 is pretty much ideal, at least in my own opinion. So if you are to make a personal card, 6-7 might be a good idea. Now, if you can't afford 6 different cards to make one fully evolved card, your other best bet would be a 4-7 or a 4-5. There really isn't that much of a difference. I'm not really in the mood for math, but it's a 0.07% difference between a 4-7 and a 4-5. But some people are picky; they just like the higher numbers. So if you are going to make a card, go for the 4-7 just because it's a higher resale value. But to make a long story short, I like 6-7. Another question that was asked was whether or not you should buy holy powder, cure water, so on and so forth, from Cygames, or buy it from Neoseeker or Scythe.org. Well, that's a pretty tricky question, because according to Mobage, any real money trading outside from, of course, their shop is against the terms of use. Meaning that, let's say that you do some RMT, real money trading activity, and you kind of goof. You put your username as your username on a website. You tell people your username. Use the same email as you signed up on your Age of Bahamut account. And you're pretty much found out for being a real money trader. You're going to get banned. So it's extremely risky to deal with real money trading, especially because there are also some scammers. I know I once in a while check the NeoSeeker community to see. Usually, I was checking it for the whole trade fiasco, seeing what other people think of it, and there was a whole thread with a list of scammers. Apparently, there are a lot of scammers that maybe like you pay them first and they never deliver the item, or so on and so forth. It's pretty tough to do real money trading. So not only are you putting your account at risk, you're also putting your money at risk. However, Cygames rips you off when you buy Holy Powder. Your best bet is to not take this game all too seriously. Don't buy Holy Powder. Just try to make money the good old-fashioned way by enhancing cards and reselling them on the bazaar. You can make about 10 Holy Powder a day that way. It's not a lot, but it's a lot better than putting your money into something pretty stupid, $1 a Holy Powder sometimes, unless there's a sale. Even then, it's not worth it. Or risking your money real money trading. However, if you are willing to take the risk, real money trading can be a big boon, because people usually sell Holy Powder for about 30 cents each if you're extremely lucky. But personally, I don't do it. I won't ever do it because I value my account too much. I put way too much work into it. And the last thing I'd want is to slip up and get banned. That's what happened to my friend, and he's not very happy about it. He pretty much quit since then. So don't lose your account. It's so hard to start over, and my friend proves that theory. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please submit through the little link I showed you in the description, and hopefully I will have more videos for you later. Until next time.